Hey, good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Wednesday, September 4th, 2013. All right, scheduled market affecting news events, not many today. Motor vehicle sales and international trade are on tap. And then we have the beige book coming out this afternoon. But nothing real exciting, at least not as exciting as tomorrow and Friday. Okay, let's take a look at the world markets. Asia was not real impressive, kind of mixed. Some markets were up, some were down. It's really kind of impossible to tell, sort of in a hold pattern, I guess you might say. Europe, however, is interesting in that it's a pretty negative day over there at noon or pub time. So not a lot of real exciting stuff there. I mean, there's not a crash going on. It's just a normal correcting kind of a day, in my opinion, and it is just an opinion. All right, if we were to take a look at our futures, we're pointing down slightly after what looked like it was going to be a really good day yesterday. You know, market opened, gapped up like 100 or almost a 0.5%, 5 or 6 on the S&P, and about 100 or so on the Dow. But the bears eventually took over. Gold is right a tad above 1400. I think it had a good day yesterday. Silver had a pretty good day yesterday too, but is correcting overnight. And oil is almost at 108, which is pretty dang high. All right. Looking at our current positions over here, everything that I show here is looking good, but I have a confession to make. I did something really stupid on Amazon yesterday, and I panicked, and let me show you why. At this point, I had an alert set on it. Remember, I had a bail alert because I was concerned about it. And right about during this candle here, around 10 o'clock or so, I panicked, and it looked like it was going to the moon. So I did a dumb thing by buying back my short, and I figured I would hang on to the long a little bit. And the next time I looked at it was during this red candle here, and it was right about there. I bailed on that, on the long. I took about a $2 loss on this, which was painful and really violated all my principles, just about every one of them. There's not many that I can think of that it didn't violate. But, you know, it's experience. I have done the thing where, you know, you buy back your short. I think that only works, and I do believe that it only works well when you have a little bit of time before expiration. And these are weeklies. They're expiring on Friday. They lose if they're not in the money deeply, they lose their time value rapidly. So, not a good idea. I should have known better, but I didn't. And really, that's about it. Good thing is, everything there is looking pretty good. Had alerts go off on Tesla. Let's take a look at that. And I did not like, this would have been a bull put alert. It gapped up, and I waited, and I saw it starting to pull back. So I decided to wait a little bit longer, and it was and it continued to pull back. So I took a pass on that one. Priceline also fired off yesterday. Same thing, it looks just like Tesla. Took a pass on it. And CELG also triggered yesterday. And it also looked the same when I looked at it, but at least at the close, the last 78 minutes before the close, it did recover somewhat. So it's still looking pretty strong. And I might want to just slap a little alert on this today and see how it comes out. Okie dokie. So that pretty much recaps yesterday. So we'll just jump right into the A+ list immediately and not waste any time. Try to get out of class early. Apple's just like not doing anything here right now. Amazon, we already looked at it. I'm probably not going to do anything with that. We're below our 50. It's looking pretty strong actually. So I'm going to re-alert this up here. It's still moving average is still moving up to 50 MA. We're up over here, up here, up here. This one takes a while. This might be, a very much lagging indicator. We're up here, and we're up here. So that actually is looking pretty favorable for Amazon at this time. BIDU. Yeah, and the question is, should I ever have actually entered that trade on Amazon? That's a good question. So, every time they have a new release, I end up with all these old drawings here that show up. So I'm just going to delete all drawings. Okay, BIDU, we're still consolidating. Let's take a look at some things on BIDU. We're looking at maybe next week for a possible Iron Condor. You can see that I looked at one for September 2nd here. Well, that's a double calendar. It doesn't move enough for a double calendar. At least it hasn't been lately, so I'm just going to forget about that. It is consolidating. And maybe like an Iron Condor for next week. So if we do something around 20, again, just like the calendar, we're not looking, just a little tight on the call side here. Let's see what we can get. Well, that's not too bad. That wouldn't be too bad. So here's our risk calendar, and here's our expiration here. So our standard deviation is the highlighted part here, and here's our break even. So at 129 and 146. 146 is way up here, and 129 is down here. That probably wouldn't be too bad. That probably would not be too bad. I'm going to make a note of that and see if I want to do that this week or today. All right, I have a note. CELG. I put that alert on there before, still looking strong. So we'll see how that one turns out. CF Industries. Also in a consolidation phase here, which also may qualify it for an Iron Condor. Let's just take a quick peek at what's, oh, we don't have, we have to go out here another week. That probably may not be too bad either. See, this is the problem here. I'm not liking, I would like to, well, let's see. If we go down here to where these lower ones are, if we get a decent amount of money for our risk, we're risking $500 to make, and you quickly calculate it over here, 87. That's not too bad of a ratio. So that one also has possibilities, and here would be our standard deviation, and that's within, that's not too bad. I would rather see more of a cushion down on the put side. So I may want to change this to 175, 170. And that doesn't give me nearly enough dollars. I would like to see more dollars here. So probably not do anything with that one. All right, let's take a look at Chipotle. Also sort of in a consolidation phase. We are in on here with a bull put. See, these old things, I'm sure I took these out. There's even one way back here. They're driving me nuts over there at Thinkorswim. But I think I'm going to do a video. I haven't ever spent a lot of time on their website, but I might do a video on some of the neat stuff that I've been finding over there, especially if you're an investor. I'm going to take a pass on Chipotle. Gold, we're in here with a covered call, and we have an alert here. Why do I have that alert in here? What happened to all my drawings? What the heck? Dang you, Thinkorswim. You put stuff in there that I don't want and take stuff out that I do want. I'm going to have to redraw a lot of stuff. I was looking for a possible move down here, apparently. Look at this old thing. So, I'm not sure. Don't recall why this is in here. When did I put it in? Well, let's find out here. Alerts on gold. Well, I put it in yesterday. I don't even remember why I put it in. Jeffrey. What kind of guru are you anyway? I'm taking it out because I don't understand why it's in there. At least today. It doesn't make any sense today. Let's just move right on to Google. See, now I know I took this out a long time ago. How can that possibly come back? I don't get it. All right, Google, we have a target set up here. That's a regular, real valid target. So we're waiting for that one to mature, I guess you might say. And on Goldman, we are on a bear call. See all this stuff here I took out previously. I'm not going to do it now. We're looking for a possible another entry point here. So, and we might get that linked in. What do we got going here? We have a nice hook up here. This is looking nice. We're not getting a lot of confirmation on the weekly though, so we're about 50-50 for confirmation on this for a bull put. So I'm going to put an alert up here. Might be a little bit late for this week. I'll have to check on that if the alert triggers. MasterCard. I think we had a bail alert here. Yes, we had a bail alert on MasterCard. And it had a very, very nice day yesterday and did not pay any attention to the way the market was going at all. So this is looking pretty good. Let's see here. And they don't have multiple weeklies. So you have to kind of be careful with that one. Netflix. It's continuing its march up. Congratulations to Netflix. And congratulations on that trade. Okay, I'm not going to add to it. Priceline. Consolidating as well. We have a little bit of a hook here. I don't know why I would put a target up here, probably because everything looks like as though it's getting very weak, but Priceline is another possible Iron Condor candidate, believe it or not. I have done Iron Condors on Priceline before and was able to get money out of them, believe it or not, because you can see here that it does spend some time consolidating. So this might be a good time for it. Okay, Tesla. Pretty much this looks pretty weak compared to some other ones, like compared to MasterCard, which didn't pay any attention to the market itself yesterday. But again, this is looking good as a possible entry, but I'm just gonna take a pass on it. No, maybe not. I have to. I don't have to, but where are we over here? Man, we're way above zero over here on the MACD. And we just refuse to come down below the 80 on the weekly. That's pretty amazing. The only thing is it going to decide to run out of gas when I decide to get in? Which pretty much they have been known to do. So what are we looking at for next week here if we were to do something? We're looking at 155 down here, roughly. That would be a heck of a dive. So, with that in mind, I'm going to put an alert right about here at 171.5. And that's where we're going to hang out here to see if we get a trigger. And that's probably not very far off from our trigger from yesterday. Visa, did it enjoy a day like MasterCard? No, pretty much looks like the rest of the market. And we are in a downtrend here. This alert is no longer valid. Now, if we get a hook down here, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, this might be a candidate for a bear call. All right, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day and happy trading.